Hi, it's Igor Noble, Great Northern Mortgage. I created this video just to show why it makes sense to buy the house now. So numbers don't lie. So let's look at the situation that we had back in March or maybe February in 2022. So at that time, the market was crazy. There was a bidding wars, and basically you would always overpay for the house. So for example, if the listing price at that time would have been $600,000, then most likely you would purchase this house for like 660 or maybe $700,000. So if you would buy the house for 660, that you would have the down payment 20%, and then your down payment would be $132,000. The interest rate at that time was 4.5%. So the loan amount with 20% down payment would be $528,000. With all being that said, the monthly payments would be $2,675 plus PMI, taxes, and insurance if you would put less than 20% down payment. Now, you also remember that at that time there was no contingency, no inspection contingency, no mortgage contingency, no seller's concession. So there was no FHA loan at that time, right? So you must put like a 15-20% down payment or cash, and all loans were conventional. So at that time, a lot of people were buying houses not even in the same neighborhood that they wanted to buy, maybe not the same school district, maybe not the same bedrooms and bathrooms. So that was back at the beginning of 2022. So now let's see what the situation is now and why it's important to understand the numbers and see that today is the right time to buy the house. So let's look at the numbers. So today, listing price $600,000. Now today you can negotiate the purchase price. FHA loan is back. You can put like 3.5% down payment. You can do all the seller's concessions. So it's a normal life. So with all that being said, the purchase price you can renegotiate with the seller and you can get 570, for example, right? And I see the prices when the prices go down like 5 or 10% down payment. So I'm very conservative. I only reduce the purchase price by 5%. So on 570 purchase price with the same 20% down payment, your down payment will be only $114,000. So it's much less than you would have put the down payment back in March of 2022. Now the current interest rate is 6.25. So the 20% down payment from 570 would be the loan amount with 20% down payment will be $456,000. So based on that, your monthly payments will be $2,808. So it's a little bit higher than back in March 2022, but it's only like what, $150. So it's like 3 cups of coffees, honestly. So but we do have a program which called Buydown program. So with that Buydown program, you see like I put this at monthly payments after 3-1 Buydown. It's only $19.85. And I'll show you how to get this low monthly interest payments. Now, one huge benefit if you're going to buy today is that you might be able to waive MI if you're going to put 5 or 10 or 15% down payment. And this is huge. The way how it's work is that if, for example, the contract price is 570, and then the comps, since we still have the higher comps, like from the past 6 months, will come, for example, at 620, 630, then with 15% down payment, the bank in New York, they will go based on appraised value, not based on contract. In all other states, they're still going to go by the contract price, and then it's going to be difficult to waive the mortgage insurance in New York. It's a law that we have that the bank will go by the appraised value. So there is a chance to waive the mortgage insurance. So let's now talk how to get this program, and also what is important to see if you're going to be comfortable, with $2,800 monthly payment. I will show you that you can buy the house not for 570, but even for 700. So with this program, with 3-1 buy down program that I will explain to you, you will be able to buy much bigger house. So this is another huge reason why it's the best time to buy it today. So let's go to the next slide. So on this slide, you will see that it's my buy down calculator, and it's a purchase price 570, 20% down payment. So the loan amount 456. With the current interest rate 6.25, your monthly payments would have been 2807, right? But with 3-2-1 buy down program for the first year, you will be paying 1984.54. So if I will go back to my buy down template, you will see that that's exactly what I'm talking. It's 1985 with the 3-2-1 buy down, right? But remember that we said that your monthly payment will be 2,800, right? Without the program. So now I'm going to show you how you can buy a bigger house in today's market. So I'm going to back to my calculator. So this is the down payment. So during the first year, with the interest rate 3.25% only, your monthly payments during the first year will be 1984. During the second year, the interest rate will be 4.25, and you are going to pay 2243.25. And during the year number 3, you are going to pay 2518. Now, this will require seller's concession of $20,000. You see, it's like 3.5% seller's concession. That's what will require with 3-2-1 buy down program. Now, with 2-1 buy down program, the seller's concession that will be required from the seller, it's only $10,000. So the two most popular program that we're currently using, and again, this is only for this time. We don't know, it may be for 1 month, for 2 months, for 3 more months, but it will be gone because we had the same program back in 2008, and we had the same program in 2000, and then like after 6, 7, 8 months, the banks remove this program because the rates go down. So use this program now. It's extremely powerful, and it's highly, highly beneficial to the buyers and to the sellers. So with 2-1 buy down program, again, the monthly payment will be $22.43, and the year number 2, $25.18. Now let's talk about this 3-2-1 buy down program, why it's very important. So for example, your first payment, your first year, your monthly payments at 3.25 will be $19.85. So during the first year, you will be saving almost $10,000. If during, for example, year number 2, the rates will drop to 4.5%, that's what we were told, then in this case, you're still going to be like, you're still going to have left, it's almost like $10,000 in escrow, because the way how it's work is that this $20,000 that the seller will finance will be put in a bank's escrow account. So the bank will distribute this payment like $823 every single month, and then all unused portion, for example, if you will refinance on month number 13 after you close, then all this like $10,000 going to still be available to you, and this will be refunded back to you towards your principal balance. So your principal balance will be reduced by $10,000. It's like free refinance. If you will refinance the next year, it's going to be free refinance from you. And this is huge, because if you're going to just prepay this interest rate in a bank, this money will be $20,000 will be wasted, because it's one-time payment that you do to the bank. And then if you will decide to refinance, the bank is going to get this money, and you will never going to see a cent from the bank. With our program, with 3-2-1 buy down program, you will get the money back, and then your principal balance will be reduced by that amount. This is huge. So let's see the next buy down situation, right? So this is based on the purchase price 570, 20% down payment 456. But I told you that you can afford a bigger house. Now you're going to ask me, Igor, how it's possible? Okay, so let's go to the next slide. So on the next slide, with the same 20% down payment, now remember that you're comfortable, if you're comfortable to pay $2,800 per month, assuming that your income is there, income is going to be justifying, and you will be able to put 20% down from $700,000 purchase, which is $140,000, right? Then your monthly payment during the first year will be only $24.37, right? And the second year, $27.54. So you can get a house for $700,000 instead of $570, as I showed you before. So you can afford the bigger house with the same monthly payment that will be under $2,800. You see this, the same like $2,800? That's what I was talking about. So if you're comfortable with $2,800 per month monthly payments, in my example, you can afford the house of $570 with the monthly payment $1,985. But if your income is there, you have sufficient assets with $2,800 monthly principal and interest, you can afford much bigger house. So you can get $700,000 house with the same 20% down payment and still pay under $2,800. This is amazing. Now, let's take another situation where your down payment will be only 10%. You see, so I reduced the 10% down payment with the same $700,000 purchase. So the loan amount will be only $630. So with that, your first year payment will be $2,741. So it's still under $2,800 that you're comfortable with. And then the year number 2 is going to be $3,100. But the whole idea is to refinance. If you refinance during the first, like the year number 2 or year number 3, then all this money will be refunded back to you. It's almost like $15,000. It's going to be free refinance for you. And then you will still be able to get the house for $700,000, build your equity, and you're going to buy the house in the neighborhood you want with all the bedrooms and bathrooms that you want in the right school district, and you're going to be very, very happy. So use this video. You can share this video with all people who would like to buy or refinance, and then call my team. My team is awesome, and I will show you all the benefits. So don't waste your time. Buy now, and then call me with any questions. Okay? Noble Mortgage Team, Igor Noble. Thank you.